Simon Told Helen wins a half length. Zach Manelli second.
Welcome to Greyhound Gossip.
Peaky Blinders start cheering for Tommy Shelby wins the WA Sprint Championship final.
Featuring Peter O'Neill and Leia Ernest.
Mozza moves up to Mermaid Manelli. Fab's Gem 3 deep. Here comes Fab's Gem.
Hard Style Rico by 5 lengths to Simon Told Helen. Third Tommy Shelby.
This segment is dedicated to the discussion and promotion of greyhound racing.
Cindy's Oliver, Rockstar Patriot, Paul Stewart, back-to-back with Rockstar Patriot in the Galaxy.
Handsome Prince, a Boulder Clear, the former Tasmanian. Handsome Prince has won the $1 million chase.
A very good morning, everyone tuned into Greyhound Gossip this Monday, and a very good afternoon to you, Peter O'Neill.
It's still morning here in Western Australia, Leia, but...
Did I say afternoon?
You did.
Gosh, that's a way to kick off a Monday, isn't it?
That's okay. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. The news coming through an hour ago is that northern greyhounds have been called off today because of the excessive heat. So there'll be no northern local greyhounds today. We had a big weekend of greyhound racing at Cannington with heats of the All-Stars, some really smart winners. Runaway to Mars taking out the first heat over Sneaky Peaky, who was a big run coming from a long way back. King Tommy defeated Electrified and Crumble Manelli. That was a really exciting race. The second, and then Elite Machine, was not in a winning position at all. He flew home to defeat Catchu and Columbus Manelli. So that's going to be an exciting final coming up on Saturday.
And I've got the box draw here with the markets, Pete, with Tab Touch. In box 1, we've got Weston Booney at $5, 2 Catchu, 21, 3 Elite Machine, $4. In box 4, King Tommy at $4.60, 5 Runaway to Mars, $5.50, 6 Sneaky Peaky, $9, 7 Crumble Manelli, $12, and in box 8, Electrified at $5. Reserve runners of Columbus Manelli and Carter Axelrod. I think it's a pretty open field here going into the final, Pete.
It's remarkable. $4 the field, headed up by the Group 1 winner, Elite Machine. He missed the start. He's missed the start the last couple, so Jamie Marsh is going to need to work on him during the week. King Tommy doesn't have a lot of speed, nor does Catchu, Weston Booney. So he gets his opportunity to be able to get to the fence, Elite Machine, but then you've got the speed from out wide, Crumble Manelli and Electrified. Sneaky Peaky was a huge run the other night, and Runaway to Mars has got early speed as well, so it's going to be very interesting the fluctuations coming up to Saturday.
Yeah, very much looking forward to see how the market plays out towards the end of the week. We also had news coming in, Pete, that She's a Pearl is now a mum.
Yes.
And so she's produced pups to superstar Fernando Bell. She ended up having 6 pups, so great news there.
Fernando Bell, yes. She's a Pearl, what a combination that is. She's a Pearl. I think she won $1.8 million in stake money when she was racing. She won the $1 million chase, and of course we'll be talking with Mick Zammit shortly about last Friday night's $1 million chase final. But yeah, that was really exciting for She's a Pearl to be able to succeed there as a brood bitch and have a few pups on the ground. They'll be worth a fair bit of money. We also mentioned that Northam is off today, and looking forward to the final of the All-Stars coming up on Saturday night.
And Pete, just quickly before we get to Mick Zammit, we also had the running of the Group 2 Sydney Cup where we saw Zipping Vanessa take out the win. So it's been a huge weekend of racing here on TAB Radio in the Greyhound sphere. But we get straight into our next special guest, and I'm talking about Michael Zammit, or as everyone has now dubbed him, $1 Million Mickey, and he joins us on the show this morning. Michael, thank you for coming on, and congratulations on the huge win.
Thank you for having me on, and thank you for the congratulations.
Do we have a replay layer of the feature final? Mick, good morning to you. Peter O'Neill and Leia Ernest with you. You were called, before we get to the replay, you were called Group 1 Mick for many years ago when you had success with David Brash. Which one would you prefer, Group 1 Mick or $1 Million Mick?
Oh, probably neither. Neither. I'm not... Michael's good enough for Mick, but I don't care what anyone calls me.
Sit back, I'm sure you've heard this race a few times. Let's go back to the replay on Friday night of the $1 Million chase at Wentworth Park.
Here we go. They're set for the $1 Million chase. Ready. Racing now. Postman Pat only out reasonably. Away fast. Cumbria Kid down on the inside will lead to the first turn from Postman Pat, who pushed through. JSJ railed up behind them. They're followed to fourth. Ballauna. One hot band at the outside. Next Tinker Norm has ability. Yachi Bale last. Down the back. JSJ getting up on the inside of Cumbria Kid. And the Queenslanders hit the lead. They're followed Postman Pat, One Hot Bandit and Ballauna around the turn. JSJ drew 2 lengths in front. Cumbria Kid's coming back. JSJ just in front. JSJ for Queensland has won Chase and beaten Cumbria Kid Postman Pat. One Hot Bandit. No.
How does that sound, Mick? The second or third or 100th time around?
Unbelievable. Yeah, never get sick of hearing that. Sensational.
Remarkable, and it's a remarkable story. Bunny Brash was talking to me over the weekend. He's a proud Queenslander, and he was telling me the story about J.S.J. Can you tell our listeners how J.S.J. was actually named?
After Selena's dad, late father-in-law, Jeffrey Jones, and his middle, the J for Jeffrey, and his middle name for Ingram Silk, which is his, and J for Jones. So Jeffrey Ingram Silk Jones is basically the initials of his name, and so it was very, very special. Yeah, I can talk about all the emotion of it because it's we had the mother when he passed away, and that was the only greyhound that he had, and his dream was to breed a litter out of her, and that's the result. So unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable, isn't it? So Jeff, who's Selena's late father, I think Kealoha, the mum, she was the last greyhound that he actually raced, wasn't she?
Correct, yeah. And he had intentions of probably breeding a litter, and because she's just so beautiful. And we actually raced her for a little bit, and she was quite successful, even though she was probably around 4-year-old or over, and she was very tough. She raced until she was over 4 and probably closer to 5 and had over 100 starts. So, yeah, just amazing.
And I know you've had a lot of visiting Eastern States trainers from down below you in Victoria, New South Wales that come up and stay with you during your carnivals. And I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Steve White came up with Seneki, and that's the reason that mating took place.
100%. Yeah, we didn't know Steve White. We met him through another Steve White, and we obviously, when Seneki raced in Queensland, he was just a superstar. You know, he's probably one of the best greyhounds ever to set foot on Albion Park, and yeah, the dog's a superstar. So that it was probably a match made in heaven. You know, and on a bit of trivia, the mother of J&J, Kealoha and Seneki, they both won on the same night. You know, so at Albion Park. So yeah, and but no, it's amazing.
And she's about to have some pups again to Hooked on Scotch, I believe.
That's correct, yeah. She's probably roughly 6 weeks. So she's got a couple of 2 or 3 weeks to go. And yeah, she's heavily in pup. Yeah.
I know Selena was pretty excited because I read in the press that she had $10 each way at 26 to 1 on J.S.J. winning. She probably was a little bit excited about winning the $1 million as well. But how special was it for her mum Lillian and for her to, you know, have a greyhound named after her late father and husband, you know, to win a race like that?
It's unbelievable. Like we've been in, you know, both families have been emotional our life, and to win something like that, words can't describe it. It's just very special, very special.
Because not only was he a special man to you and obviously to Selena, but he was a big name, wasn't he, in Queensland greyhound racing. He donated his time and he was on the QGBOTA for many, many years, assisting so many different people in Queensland.
100%, yeah, very loved, a very popular person in greyhound racing, and yeah, it's just a shame he's not here to see it. So, but saying that, we were talking about it. We're convinced he was riding him the other night at the way he raced, so he had help.
It was very special indeed, and well described by Matty Jackson. The invitations for the Top Gun go out today. There'll be a few West Australians and there'll be some trainers and owners around Australia looking forward to receiving their invitation. You receive an invitation, obviously, with J.S.J. Do you head there or do you stay in Queensland for, I think the Ipswich Cup's only a few weeks away?
Good question. We planning to go to the Ipswich Cup, which is on Thursday week. So, to be honest, I haven't really sort of thought that far ahead when the Top Gun's on. But obviously, we'll have to consider that if we get an invitation. So, but I'd say our first mission is the Ipswich Cup. So if it works out with the Top Gun, so I suppose we can. So we'll have to. Selena and I, you know, she'll have to make the decision on what to do with that. So. Yeah.
And are you happy to travel down to Melbourne, not only for the Top Gun, but obviously Rich is on offer over the next couple of months with the Melbourne Cup and then the Phoenix? I know Queensland have their own slot, whether you have to qualify for that or whether another slot holder reaches out to you and Selena and offers you the opportunity to run in the Phoenix later in the year.
Of course, the opportunity is there and all going well. There's no question we'd like to be in that race. So we'll just see what happens. It's still 2 months away, so we'll, hopefully we can get there. So,
well, Michael,
one way or another, yeah.
Well, Michael, you might have a similar answer to the question I'm about to ask, because the race I'm talking about is about 5-6 months away. But J is now equal second favourite for our Sand Groper slot race here in WA at $8. And as I mentioned, still a while away. But if you got approached, would you be interested in flying all the way to WA?
Without a doubt, yeah. If the dogs are going good, we'll go in and get a race. If we think they're going to be competitive, we'll turn up. If we're in good order, we'll be there. So definitely. Give them our number.
We'd love to have you across here, Mick. Your number will be out there. Don't worry about that. Congratulations to you, Selena, and the whole family. It was a special night on Friday night, and I'm sure that Selena, after she collects her tote ticket, she might even ask you whether she can have $1 or $2 of the $1 million that J won there on Friday night. Well done.
Thanks for having me on the show, and we appreciate your kind words.
$1 Million Mick, they call him now. He was Group 1 Mick Zammit. Now he's $1 Million Mick, and why not Selena and Mick Zammit? Great people, and what a story, named after the father, Selena's late father, and he trained the mum, and she produces a $1 million earner. So it's a great race, and the excitement that was produced, that we saw on the TV, it was really exciting. Yeah,
it was fantastic. And I know Tim and Diggers mentioned this morning on the Sports Daily, you know, they were quite excited by the run too. So it's not just people in the greyhound industry. I think that run caught the eye of a lot of people just in racing, or even who are usually not involved in racing. And Pete, we're about to have Liam Ryan join us, but he's currently busy, so we're going to go to our next special guest, Casey, and Casey joins us from KCE Events. Casey, thank you for coming on the show. A very good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Before we get on to the Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball, KC, you're a successful greyhound owner, Black Hurricane. Thanks for the tip last week. Your brother trained a winner?
Yes, it's a long time coming. I bred him too, so that was quite nice.
So tell us about the breeding and how you did you own and race the mother?
No, so the mother was Lockbray Moss, so that was Dad's dog. And I'd finished breeding with Zipping Bella, so I just said I'll take on Ali, and then so I took on her, and she was meant to have 4, and she had about 9. So it was beautiful in the backyard of a residential house.
How many did you keep?
Dad's got them all. We only got 1, which I've actually, all my netball girls are in it, so there's about 6 of us in that one.
How exciting. And that must have been exciting for you last week, and for your brother to train. It was a family affair.
Yeah, it was good. Dad said, typically your one has to win, doesn't it? The one I gave you. But yeah, it was good. It was a good win. Finally, it's been a while since he's had a winner, so that was good for him too.
Well, congratulations, Casey. We'll have to just keep following along the journey. We're going to have a chat to you about the Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball, and we have had you on the show a couple of times, but what is the countdown now through the event, and are there still tickets available for purchase?
Yes, there still is tickets, and it's coming awfully fast. It's only 3 weeks away, and it's, so much to do now. It's like on the train, but there is still tickets available, still tables available, so you can still purchase them.
Can you tell us a bit about why you begun KCE Events and fundraising for bowel cancer?
Yeah, so KCE Events I started once I finished my diploma. It was a very hard market to get into, so I just bit the bullet and kind of did my own business. So I was doing a lot of weddings and small events, but then I always wanted to get into charities and corporate events. And then obviously I got a bit of a kick up the bum when my mum passed away of bowel cancer. And unfortunately bowel cancer is a very popular disease, but it's not spoken about a lot. And there's nothing in Perth for it. It's based in Sydney. It's a tiny organisation. So I just woke up one day and said, I'm going to do a charity ball, and here I am.
It's remarkable, isn't it, that so many people have got behind you. You must be really happy with the support that you've got going into the 4th of November, which is the night of the Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball. It's going to be held at the Hyatt Regency on Adelaide Terrace in Perth. So you must be really excited that so many people have got behind you to support not only getting the word out about bowel cancer, but also to support the big night.
Oh, it's amazing. It's just from me just waking up one day and said, I'm going to do it. And just sharing my story, everyone has just gotten on board, helped me. My friends have just been speaking about it to all sorts. I've just been getting, it's just amazing. And I can't wait till the night is here to see what it's going to turn out like, and I hope it's a huge success.
Now, the tickets can be bought at eventbrite.com.au and go on to Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball, so you can search that and purchase the tickets online. There are tables still available. Now, Casey, I've seen you for many, many years. I saw you on social media recently up in Broome partying. So this Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball, while there's a sad tinge to it because we're raising money for bowel cancer, you know how to throw a party. What can those that do buy tickets and go along expect on the night?
So we've got an amazing band, so they will get us party started. There is flowing alcohol, which is the number one for everyone. Responsible, there's food also. We've got a 3-course meal, canapes. We have a roaming magician that will roam around and get interactive with everyone. We've got raffles on the night. We've even got a Melbourne Cup sweep on the night. And we've got live auctions with some amazing items that's been donated. And we have a dance act as you walk in, and then we've got lovely Jade, Mumford's daughter, Chloe, that's going to be singing in the foyer for our canapes. So it's going to be amazing.
Oh, wonderful.
It's worth every penny.
Well, I actually didn't know that Jade's daughter, Chloe, sang, so that's very exciting.
She's amazing. Amazing.
What does the money raised go toward, Casey? Before we let you go, can you tell our listeners where the money goes?
Yep, so everything I raise on the night through raffles, donations, anything like that, it goes straight to bowel cancer. I don't get anything out of this. I'm just doing this for bowel cancer. And every single dollar I raise on the 4th of November will go straight to Bowel Cancer Australia.
Good on you, KC. Good luck. The tickets are available. Go online, eventbrite.com.au, and good luck with the Black Hurricane as well. Hopefully he'll be winning for you again soon.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
KC Mazgaltsidis joining us on Greyhound Gossip, and we're about to go to another young guy who loves greyhound racing. I see his family out on course regularly, Leia, when I'm up in the commentary box, and he takes his young family out and had their photo taken on social media the other night with Graham Credelli and the Credellis winning, and that is West Coast Eagles champion star in Liam Ryan, and he joins us on Greyhound Gossip this morning. Liam, Peter O'Neill and also Leia Ernest with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. How are you?
Yeah, we're really, really well. You must have been really excited, and the kids looked excited having their photo taken last week.
Yeah, they love taking photos with the dogs and stuff. So yeah, I just like taking them down there, and they just love the greyhounds.
Well, it wasn't your first time, as you mentioned. You like taking the kids down there. How often do you head on track?
Oh, whenever I feel like it. If it's, like every Saturday if I want to, but probably just whenever we feel like it.
Liam, do your kids enjoy being there, and do they like running alongside the greyhounds when they get the chance?
Yeah, they love it, and it's good. It's good at Cannington because they got a lot of grass and a big playground, so the kids can just run all their energy out.
I've watched your kids grow up at Cannington, Liam, because I remember when you first started coming along with your wife and family, you had the twins, I think it was. They were in a little cart that you'd tow behind to get them there into the position. You'd be down on the fence, and they've grown up and they really do enjoy the fun family atmosphere at Cannington.
Yeah, it's good for the families, you know, and the twins love it. Even my eldest girl, River, they love it. Hopefully I can own one myself, so
That was my next question. Would you like to own a greyhound? I know you've had an association through meeting Graham Credelli, who I'm not sure if you're aware. He's probably told you, but he back in the day was in the West Coast Eagles cheer squad behind the goals. But and he named a greyhound after you, Flying Ryan. How did you actually meet Graham?
Oh, I didn't even know he was in the cheer squad actually. But yeah, I know the Credellis from Mullaw. I played footy with his, I think, cousins or nephews.
Yep.
And he's from Mullaw, so he's got a kid now. Kid to one of my aunties from Mullaw. So yeah, I know I got a connection with him. So.
Does he give you any? Does he tip you any winners?
I try to keep. He might give me some now. So hopefully he can chuck some tips this way.
Yeah, and would you like to own a greyhound?
One day. Yeah, I'd love to have a few dogs, but yeah, see what happens in the future.
Back at the football club, do many of the boys, I know a lot of them follow racing, do many of them follow the actual greyhound code as well after the games?
Yeah, a few of the boys like to punt on greyhounds and stuff. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, the boys love it. So they go out to Ascot and stuff and watch a bit of races, and some boys go to the greyhounds too. So yeah.
And on your side, how's your training and your fitness coming along at the moment?
Yeah, my fitness going pretty well actually. Training's going well. I'm doing like a FIFO type thing where I'm having 3 weeks on and a week off. So I'm just chilling at the moment.
Yep, slowly build up from the injuries that you had during the year.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad one, so just got to take it easy now. So.
And what about the boys? Do they like the football as well?
Yeah,
and the girls?
They love football. Yeah, they love football. I think they started kicking a football around. The twin boys started kicking football when they was like 1.5. So yeah, they got a lot of.
Do the girls talent now. The girls play as well?
Yeah, my oldest girl, River, she loves football too. So
good.
Hopefully we can see them chuck on the blue and gold in 10 or 15 years' time. So
I'm sure Graham's listening in this morning. He'll be looking forward to them playing in the blue and gold, and I'm sure he'll be getting on the phone to you, seeing if he can sell you a greyhound. So we'll have you, Liam Ryan, in the owner's book soon. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's great to see you and your family out there on track, and how close that the kids, especially at that age, can get to the greyhounds and how friendly the greyhounds are with them. So well done, and keep on enjoying it, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, will do. No worries.
Good on you. Liam Ryan from the West Coast Eagles, and they are, as we know, Leia, very friendly animals, and even after they've just raced and won, and, you know, some people see the greyhounds chasing the lure around, they think, you know, and they are athletes, the greyhounds, they think, you know, that they might be a bit fired up or whatever. They just come back and they just love a pat.
Yeah,
and the kids can get up close. So it was great that Graham was able to get them down there and have their kids have their photo with the greyhound winning last week.
Well, Pete, you know, Liam did say that he needs to do a little bit of training as well, so you might see him running alongside in the home straight there when you call the races.
Oh, it was funny on Saturday night. There was a few kids and they decided to race the greyhounds in one of the heats of the All-Stars, and I just thought to myself, at least go against some of the slower dogs. Don't pick the big ones. But for any of our listeners that have children or grandchildren and they're thinking of going down to Cannington, if you ever do go down there, just go down to the fence, because the trainers, as long as the dogs aren't being swabbed, and even if they are, they'll tell you, but they're quite happy for you to go in and have your photo taken with the dog after the race, get the kids to have a pat. So, yeah, it's a really good family atmosphere, and good for Liam to come on and share that with us this morning.
Yeah, very good. I think we've had a very good special guest this morning. We had Michael Zammit chat about the $1 Million Chase, Liam Ryan, of course, and then we had Casey in regards to the Dream of Sunshine Gala Ball. So it's been a big show, Pete, and a big news, of course, no racing at Northam today for those who have missed it. Due to the heat, a meeting at Northam has been abandoned, so we'll be back racing tomorrow.
And nominations coming out today for the Top Gun. I know that there will be a few West Australian greyhounds that receive invitations for both the Top Gun Sprint and also the Stayers race. So there'll be a few excited and nervous participants waiting for those today.
Do you know who's on the panel, Pete?
I do know who they are.
Are you on the panel?
I'm on the panel, yeah. So I do know who will be receiving those invitations. And
will you be announcing them on Greyhound Gossip, maybe?
Who they are, who the nomination. They're coming out today, so I'll wait for the people to get the invitations. But we'll be able to announce it next week, who's received an invitation. I'm sure it'll be all over social media later on today. And then the panel will be gathering at the end of October to make the decision on who actually is running in the Top Gun. And I believe that there'll be one or two, hopefully, West Australians in that Top Gun final.
Well, let's hope. West Australia's really shown everyone what they're capable of this year, especially with the Nationals. We saw Sage Chanel take that out. So fingers crossed for all the WA participants. And that wraps up the show, Pete. So thank you for joining me this morning, and we will be back with Race Day very soon.